I'm Darcy Thomas, and I want to know, how did the music that was created in a little studio in East London become to be embraced by people across the globe and by the likes of Drake and Kanye West?
Grime is the voice of a generation. Yeah, if it could go global, I think it'd be now.
This is grime, this is where we're coming from, and everything has its time coming. Hip hop had its time coming, garage had its time coming, and grime's having its time coming.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
Dizzy Rascal's Boy in the Corner was the first official grime album. It was released in 2003 and won him a Mercury Prize. Dizzy then went on to reach number 23 in the UK album charts and 14 in the US independent album charts. But before Dizzy was signed, he was performing as part of the Roll Deep crew, which was founded by Wiley. There has been a long-standing argument as to who created the first grime track. One thing is for sure, two people played a major part in creating it, Wiley and Dizzy Rascal. The likes of Soul Solid Crew, More Fire Crew, Boy Better Know and Roll Deep are seen as major contributors of the genre.
When you're going back to like those days, man, like the lines are a bit blurred as to what is grime and when grime actually was. So it's not a question I could answer like easily, to be fair.
Boy, More Fire Crew.
Man going like he got bare machine. Spacing on machine, me. Oi, who's that bully for me? Oi.
Yeah. Talking about they got bare machines. I ain't seen no machines.
I'd say Oh No by So Solid.
If I never been seen, never heard, never happened, never occurred, I would live without my lyrical word. Oh no, that's the word.
Wow. First grime track I would say I heard, if it didn't come from a track that when I actually noticed that they called the genre grime. Wiley's song.
Do you know what? Let me give it to Wiley with Eskimo rhythm.
When he said, what do you call it? Urban.
Grime is probably one of the youngest musical genres created in the UK. The genre, which began in the early 2000s, is the offspring of UK garage, hip-hop, dancehall and drum and bass. Successful UK artists who came from the grime scene include the likes of Wiley, Wretch32, Chipmunk, Dizzy Rascal, Kano, Lethal Bizzle and Tiny Temper. The grime sound was birthed in East London. It first aired on pirate radio stations such as Deja Vu, On Top, Freeze, Raw Mission and Rinse FM. Wiley has been named the godfather of grime and is classed as one of the main influences of the genre. And students from Queen Mary University in Mile End, London attempted to get a petition signed to name a building after Wiley for creating the genre.
Hey, yo, C-man in the street, serious cockney, seen stuff you with an Adam and Eve. Stop talking like you're gonna squeeze.
I think it's been like a global thing for a long time.
Like when I do shows in other countries, people know my music. Like Maximo plays sitting there in New York and everyone knows it.
Boom, boom, bang, bang, bang. Yeah. It's live, live, my crew is live, it's trust me, it's yo. Brothers wanna test my frame, they wanna test my aim.
I'll go to Sweden or Paris and do shows and everyone knows it. I would say it's getting known global.
There's been American artists and artists from Australia and people from Australia all around the world that have been listening to our music for a long time.
Our social medias are bumping, everything's bumping that, so we're doing shows in every country, everywhere.
The internet plays a role as well, and make the world so small.
Yeah, 100%.
Like before, like I can make a beat right now on my laptop and share it, and people in Japan and Russia can hear what I just made 5 minutes ago. So I think that plays a key part in the spread.
Fam, grime is dead, I said blood, are you mad? Shut up, I just came back from Japan. I was headlining, the stage was ram. You see my pictures, the rave was wham. They were going sushi, I was going ham. I said sushi, I was going ham.
If we didn't have the internet and was trying to do grime then, you know what I mean? I reckon like a lot of people in the UK would have found it difficult to perform and get out there a lot way, and I doubt if the industry would have bought into it the way how it should have.
With radio stations and television being difficult for MCs to gain airplay, grime MCs have resorted to using online platforms to market and distribute music. Artists like Stormzy have managed to build a fan base and gain industry recognition by uploading music videos online and gaining millions of views. But how far around the world has social media managed to push the genre?
In the corner, she was calling me Lizzie. I was going out, it was all for the Lizzie. Boy, in the corner, she was calling me Lizzie.
Pretty boy,
club and kill them stay. Gonna give me half an inch, then we're gonna get up in there. Splash in a bar and cross for the prayers, no typical white girls up in here. See me skank on the
قديتها إبرة جميع غلطة ديتها خبرة والعقوبة اسمها القرا قرا قرا قرا.
The US is a bit late, but they're understanding it now, obviously through the likes of Skepta and Drake and Kanye West's endorsements and that.
This year we have seen MCs of the Boy Better Know camp go from strength to strength, with Meridian Dan and JME's single charting at number 13 and Skepta making guest appearances for the likes of Drake and Kanye West, as well as touring the world.
Obviously with those global stars like Kanye and Drake, like it does definitely shine a spotlight onto it.
He's doing well for grime, he's doing something big for everybody.
I say, this is grime in the USA, man do grime.
I caught up with Saskiller, an MC from South London who has been in the grime scene for 10 years. He recently travelled to the US to help build the genre of bass in the States, collaborating with established artists such as Zamarian. I asked him what are the next steps to establishing the genre globally, and this is what he had to say.
The LA grime scene is in fruition right now in the sense that they've got an identity separate to England, but they respect where it comes from.
Grime music is everything for me because it's my music and my passion. And my passion comes first with everything. And it's a benefit to my community because it's a new sound. And my community is thirsty for a new sound.
I've set up bases in New York, I've set up bases in Atlanta, I've set up bases in Los Angeles now. And then the next is going to be, which I've already set up bases in Toronto. So North America already has a majority of bases. It's only going to be Chicago getting added, maybe Massachusetts, a few places. But apart from that, it's South America I'm now going to be concentrating on. South America and the Caribbean, influencing a business module of grime there.
So with MCs uploading grime freestyles around the planet, artists like Stormzy winning awards and various nominations, Skepta and Boy Better Know's current world tour, and global artists like Drake and Kanye West taking an interest in the grime scene, it is very clear grime has gone global. But what do the people from the scene have to say about its recent success?
We don't really care whether American music plays on the radio or not, because we're jumping around in the clubs to UK hip hop, bro.
We are the power, man. The people are the power. We are the power. The UK artists are very powerful right now. And
we can actually be in a party with just straight UK music and have crazy fun and know that they've lived that lifestyle.
So there you have it, grime, a music genre which was created 15 years ago, has managed to go global, and it's all because of the internet. I'm Darcy Thomas, and this is Newsbeat. Until next time. Bless up!